I pozdrav ljudi, dobrodošli u najnoviju epizodu, nastavljamo točno tamo gdje smo stali. Nisi dropalo ništa pizdati materinu.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
I'll send you to hell. All of your bloody leeches need killing. Take a breath of this. All you deserve.
Die. Izignorisao me stvarno. Dobro sad, ali... Tebe ne znam, nju ne znam. Tako da, ajmo.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Okay.
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this
Say.
vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right, Miss Paxton. My clothes and my manners do speak for me. And I may not belong here, but that doesn't make me a bad person.
You tell me, Dr. Reid. You tell me.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Okay.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton. Good evening, miss.
Hello.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Ok, znači kaže da će da beži ukoliko zagusti.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
Okay.
What
can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reid.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, love. It's not been that way.
Southampton.
Why the long face, Doctor?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Mora da jedem meso, ne da pije krv.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you? Yet you restrain?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Okay. E sad. Ola, druže. Ne da imamo questova, nego baš imamo questova. Jedan samo fali. Ovdje imamo 2 bolesnika, uglavnom plućne bolesti. Ovdje imamo pun kurac bolesnika. Ona je mrtva. Dorotic Crane. Pepila. Šta bi bilo? Pilar. Rukovodioc, je li tako nešto? Ok, njega definitivno moramo da izlečimo pre nego što umre, njega ne možemo da izlečimo. Ovu dvojicu od srčanih bolesti. A kako mogu znati koja mi je misija za... Eto. Za koji level? Citizen Quest. Mapa. Mapa, molim. Dobro. Stvarno, mamo. Doktor Svens. Lady Asbury, doktor Svens. Vamo negde. Ili vamo negde bi trebalo da bude onaj papir što se tiče brain recepta. Ok, ti se zrnjaviš.
It's locked.
It's locked.
A vampire kills in utter silence.
Čekaj, ja sam rekao treba mi mapa i... Manje više vraćamo se gdje smo i došli. Give me that. Čekaj, journal mi treba. Čekaj, ja trebam. level nije interesuješ. Gdje sam zalutao? Sam tu zalutao. Šta ne interesuješ?
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! Watch it! It's a killer!
Okej, to je to. Daj mi da pokupimo u torbicu. Okej, sad možda.
We have to stop it! He's too fucking fast! Die, vermin! Anywhere! We've got one of them! I'll take attack!
Okej. A u oba slučaja je pravo.
Die, vermin!
Ja, dobro, kako je već.
Fuck his boss! We do the Lord's work.
Nemoj se okretati.
Cannot be defeated.
Evo, šta smo rekli, ovo je... Čekaj, koga tražim, po izgledu ću ga lakše naći. Okej, doktor s naočarima. Ne, ti... Okej, tebi ću odmah znam. Slučaj.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reid.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reid.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Ali... doktor Sandwich. Ne taj doktor Sandwich. Ti.
I will not let you down.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reid? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reid. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reid. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reid. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Okay.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reid. You don't know what that means to me.
Ok, treba mi još jedan hint za njega. Ne. Za njega imam 2 hinta, a za ovog imam svega jedan hint. Ok. Healthy.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Stop following them.
Stan me zanima. 105. Nisam zainteresovan. Ček, šta treba da napravim? Okej. Opet ništa od toga. Ok, moramo da nađemo. Idemo vamo, desno, pa levo. Direktno na grob. Ovog mosta? Ne. Krenom desno. Ok, da, definitivno tu.
This is no place for a gentleman! He's done for!
Sad. Groblje. Gdje je zavučeno. Definitivno nije ovdje.
It's locked, all right.
Dobro, locked. Ala, šta sam sam sebi učinio?
This is despicable.
Yeah. Nije to to. Tu sam već bio i pokupio što imam da se pokupio. Nije ni ovdje. A sunce stjevi. Vamo negdje. što je on skočio odavde dole od jedared. Vidi bre. To. Jebo sam ti kevu. Ovamo je se.
I have this thirst for blood.
A znam da je negdje neko jebeno mjesto. Em što nemamo experience, em što... Evo ga, evo ga. Za sad. Čekaj u stvari. Znači, jedan mozak. Dobro, jedan srednji, jedan veliki. Ti si za pluća. I tebe nemam u evidenciji. Ok, 3 srca. Imam 3 srca i pluća. Ovo ostalo imam po jedan. Dobro. Čekaj, imam li još nešto ovdje? Nemam ništa. Dobro, bilo to. U redu ljudi, mislim da je to što se tiče ove epizode. Vidimo se u sljedećoj, nadam se da ste uživali, vidimo se i čao. O moj bože, moje noge.